Hello everyone, welcome to the Agroforestry Academy channel. In today's video I'm going to show you an update of a system that was planted about 50 to 60 days ago. I've recorded a video here, I think it was 30 to 40 days. You're going to find the link to that video below in the description, so if you haven't checked it out, do it so that you can see where this system came from and where it is now. So let me change the camera so that you get a better look. Alright, so this is how it looks. This was planted on between the 23rd and 30th of July, and today is the 22nd of August. So it's been 2 months basically, almost. Let me explain it to you how it goes. Each row of castor beans, as you can see, is a row of trees. So you've got trees growing here. We've got banana plants here, you can see them. We've got citrus, which were pruned by the leaf cutter ants. As you can see, it's got no leaves, but it's going to resprout soon. And then we've got pineapple with prickly pear. You can see that they're really dense. And the prickly pear is already giving us a nice sprout. And we've got trees growing here in the middle, which were planted by seeds. You can see all of these are papayas. We planted lots and lots of papaya seeds, and there are a few others. We've got cashew. There's one over here. We've got passion fruit right over here. We've got it's a tree called vilão in Portuguese. It's Pterogene nitens. I've recorded some videos about it. It's a great plant for organic matter production. And castor beans have developed greatly, and actually we're going to prune them right now. Let me show you something. As soon as a castor bean shows it wants to branch out, so you can see it's producing some branches here, it's time to prune it. And we're going to do it so that we can feed our banana plants and already start producing new organic matter. And castor bean sprouts really well after pruning, so we'll really take advantage of these nitrogen-rich leaves, which will really give a pump to the system. So you can see there's lots and lots of papayas. We really didn't save on the papaya seeds because, we produce so much papaya and we've got so much seeds that we just spread them out and we choose the best plants. As you can see, some seeds, they just develop a lot better. So, we've got this papaya, which is already kind of big, and then we've got small ones that are not developing so well. So by planting lots of seeds, I have the luxury of choosing the best one. And these others, which I will eliminate from the system eventually, they're working. They're rooting the soil, they're feeding microorganisms, they're doing photosynthesis, and all this is beneficial to the system. It's much better for me to have lots and lots of trees growing and to select them throughout the months or years than to have one single plant here, one single plant there. This just benefits the system and gives it a lot more strength and health. So take a look on the row of trees, and then I'm going to go into the other beds where we have beans and sorghum and other things. There's a young moringa plant here, another cashew. The prickly pears look really good. We've got some Mexican sunflower on the edges of the bed. This one here is urucum. Its scientific name is Bicha oleracea. It's a plant that's used to produce a red pigment. Natives from Brazil, they would use it to paint their bodies. And then we've got the beds with prickly pear, and pineapple in the middle, and then we've got beans on the edges with sorghum. You can see sorghum right here, and sorghum is going to be here to produce lots of organic matter. This system is designed for chicken in the future. This is going to be our chicken's pasture. And so after harvesting the beans, we're still going to have sorghum. There's cassava as well, which will be used for producing silage to feed the chicken. And then we're going to add other grasses, probably Tipton, which is, in English, it's another name. It's coast cross, if I'm not wrong, from the genus Cynodon. That's the genus of that plant. Here's another row of trees with the castor beans, which, like I said, will be pruned. You can see the bananas growing nicely here on the shade of the castor beans. I really love putting castor beans on the beds of seedlings, of fruit seedlings, because it provides such a nice shade early on after the planting, and so much organic matter. So, in 2 months, I already have a nice and high quality organic matter for my seedlings. So that's why I love planting them. And look how beautiful it looks. It's just so beautiful. Check it out. It looks great. My row of trees is already completely shaded. So I've got this nice nursery environment. And here in the middle, you can see the beans developing beautifully. And you can see the sorghum is already trying to occupy the emergent layer, and you can see the cassava leaves in the between, everybody growing together happily. We've got some okra here as well. It's soon gonna assume its position above the beans, and yeah, we've got pineapples here, which are shaded right now, but they don't mind shade in the beginning of the system. And soon as we take the beans out, they're going to receive the amount of light that they desire. And then the cassava is going to be pruned periodically in order to allow sunlight for the pineapple. There's this other part which was planted a couple of weeks afterwards, and over here our bean seeds did not sprout. Well, they didn't sprout. So you can't see the beans here. We're going to have to replant it. But you can see the sorghum is already growing nicely. And actually sorghum in this stage can already be pruned. I can cut it with a pruning scissors right here, and it will resprout, no problem. That's why I love it so much, and it produces so much organic matter. It's really a plant that should be used a lot in agroforestry systems. It's really good. You can see that not all of the beds are completely covered with organic matter because we didn't have enough organic matter for all the beds. And that's not a problem. We have to make the best use of the resources we have. But if we don't have it, if we don't have organic matter to cover all the beds, then we should plant the organic matter that we're going to use to cover the beds. In this case, it's sorghum and beans, which unfortunately didn't sprout in this part of the system. But sorghum is already going to start producing a bit of organic matter. I've also got pigeon pea, as you can see, but the pigeon pea also had bad seeds, so they didn't sprout so much. We've got one here and one there, but most of them didn't sprout. We're going to have to acquire new seeds, to purchase new seeds in best quality. And then we've got other seedlings here that were planted with the banana plants. This is cinnamon, and I always like to plant with the bananas other plants that will take a long time to achieve their maturity, to get into productive stage, because bananas are going to be really quick. in 10 months they're already going to be setting fruit. And since the bananas, they actually move around, as they produce pups, they can move into one direction or another. So they're not going to stay in the same place that you planted them. And that gives room for the other plants to grow and to occupy their space. So check out the system. It looks really nice. Once we're harvesting the beans, I'm going to give you an update on it. For now, take a look at this. It looks nice. You can see the row of trees perfectly, the castor beans producing organic matter nicely and creating that nursery environment for the plants. And over there, you can see that other area is the area where we're expanding to. We've already planted a row of trees and we're working there. And back there you can see the chicken coop, which is being built. And I hope that in 2 or 3 months we're going to have chicken here. And then I'm going to make a video about the design of the system and how we're going to be managing all the pastures. You can see that all the trees were pruned and they are resprouting. So instead of taking them down, we leave them in the system and we prune them, maintaining their architecture so that they resprout with the system. It's a matter of synchronizing all the plants that are in the system. We don't want to have old plants with new plants. They need to be synchronized, and pruning does that. Check it out. They're all pruned. So we've got sunlight, but we maintain live trees in the system. We put organic matter on the soil, and these trees will produce more and more organic matter. Alright, so that's it, guys. I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you find this information useful for somebody you might know, share it with them and let us know your feedback. Leave us a comment. If there's anything that you'd like to see on our videos, any specific topic, let us know. We'd be most happy to film something that maybe it's a topic that you have a special interest in, and you can let us know here in the comments. We will be most glad to comply with that. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our newsletter. The link is right below. And I thank you for watching. So this is Felipe for the Agroforestry Academy signing out.